So we had used different criteria in order to classify kingdom Animalia. You remember that, kids? Notochord, segmentation, circulatory system, level of organization, symmetry, many things, right? Body plan. Yes. Now, we are going to study all these phylum based on those criteria. Did you get my point? So you're going to start with which phylum first?
Porifera.
You remember kingdom Animalia?
Yes.
Cellular level and tissue and all that. Cellular level, you have only one phylum. What is the name of the phylum? Porifera. Pori, matlab pores. Ferus, matlab pori. Okay. So the meaning of the word porifera is animals with a porous body. Now, so let us talk about the level of organization. And you already know what is the level of organization of porifera. Can you tell me, Uchilo? Cellular. So what should I write over here? Cellular level of organization. The body plan will be cell aggregate. The germinal layers, what are they?
Absent.
But here I like to add a point. Technically speaking, the germinal layers are absent. But many times in MCQs I have seen that they give the right answer for diploblast. Okay? The problem will be only when they put absent and diploblastic together in the same MCQ. So at that time I will suggest you to go for absent. You get my point, everybody? Okay. Even the concept of the coelom is absent. You remember coelom now, Vichalo?
Yes.
Symmetry. They are mostly asymmetrical. Segmentation is absent. Okay. What about their habit and habitat? They are sessile. Sessile म्हणजे ते लोकोमोशन दाखवत नाही. म्हणून जे जुने टॅक्सॉनॉमिस्ट होते त्यांना असं वाटायचं की हे प्लांट्स आहेत कारण प्लांट्स पण लोकोमोशन नाही दाखवत. Got my point? So with respect to that habitat, we'll say that they are sessile. समजलं sessile चा अर्थ? They are all aquatic. What do you mean by aquatic, Bacha? They live in water. And most of them are marine water aquatic. Few of them are fresh water aquatic. So aquatic maybe they are mostly marine, whereas few of them are found in fresh water. Let us talk about their what, Bachalo? Skip करायचं का? We'll talk about their what? Special features. Let's look at their body. See this. अरे इसको तो बहुत गोलियां लगी है बच्चों को तेरे फाइटिंग में लगा को गोला लग जाता है. So do you see there are many small pores on his body?
Yes.
These small pores are called ostia. And on the top, do you see a single large pore?
Yes.
This single large pore, this one, is called osculum. So what are the minute pores of the body called?
Ostia.
And what is the single large one called?
Osculum.
Correct. Now, I am looking at it under the microscope. Okay. So what are these minute pores called, kids?
Ostia.
I want to hear it.
Ostia.
What is single large one called?
Ostia.
Very good. And do you see this cavity?
Yes.
This cavity is called spongocoel. Water enters through the ostia with all the nutrients and everything, and it will be driven out. Driven समजलं? Driven म्हणजे बाहेर त्याला जाईल की फेकलं जाईल? Through the ostia. Okay? इथे लिहितो आम्ही बच्चों. Water enters into the ostia. It enters into the spongocoel, which has many canals. You don't have the details of the canal. There are different types, leuconoid type, asconoid type, पण ते सर्व आपल्या सिलेबस मध्ये नाहीये. आपण असं लक्ष देऊया की पाणी आलं थ्रू द ऑस्टिया, कशात गेलं? ऑस्क्युलम. तिकडे काय कॅनल्स असतात असे, त्याच्या थ्रू ऑस्टिया इट एंटर्स इनटू द स्पॉन्जोसील. तिकडे कॅनल्स असतात and through the osculum it goes out. Okay, this feature is called water canal system. What do you call it?
Water canal system.
So what is one of the feature that they show the presence of a system called water canal system? Did you hear me, everybody? What is the system called?
Water
Canal system. Once again, they show the presence of minute openings on their body called ostia. A single large one called
Ostia.
the cavity is called as the,
Spongocoel.
and they show the presence of a specialized water canal system. So what is the water canal system? Water enters through the
Ostia.
So can I say ostia in current? ते पाण्याला आतमध्ये येऊन देतात in current pores. And osculum के through पानी जाता बाहर, so it will be called as excurrent. Okay, and this is called the water canal system. Are you comfortable up to here, बच्चों? Then only a question. कोई सवाल है आपके लाइफ में? पक्का? ओमकार? Everybody? All the Priyankas and the Shraddhas? Now. Okay, look at this beauty now. Okay, this is the body wall. And what is the body wall. So if I say that this water bottle is a sponge, then what are these minute opening called?
Ostia.
What is single large one called?
Ostia.
आणि हे पाणी फिल्ड कॅनल कोण आहे?
Spongocoel.
मग बॉडी वॉल कोण आहे? प्लास्टिक. बरोबर. बॉडी वॉल कोण आहे?
Plastic.
समजलं? आणि सेल्स वगैरे कोणामध्ये आहेत? प्लास्टिक मध्ये. नाही समजलं तुम्हाला? अजून नाही समजलं? म्हणजे ऍक्च्युअल लिव्हिंग मॅटर कुठे प्रेझेंट आहे? प्लास्टिक मध्ये. कारण ती काय आहे? बॉडी वॉल. सुंदर नव्हे, काय सुंदर होती? काय होती? सुंदर आहे बोलती. अरे ती काय आहे? बॉडी वॉल आहे. सुंदर बोलतो. अरे बाबा कुठे लक्ष असते? ती काय आहे? सुंदर आहे. ती काय आहे?
Body wall.
What is there inside? Cells. So actual living cells are present in the body wall. There are 8 to 10 different type of cells. Regular cells, but you don't have their names. You get my point? Now, okay. Nerve cells, archaeocytes. Okay, some cells are for excretion. Okay. See? Ayana, what are these, Vachalo? Cells. Same type or different type? Different types. Will they come together to form tissues? No. Did you get my point? So they show the presence of a
Body wall.
and inside the body wall there is cells. Pakka. Let's बढ़े आगे. Okay. Now, I wanted to draw a bigger sponge. Is it okay if I don't draw the small ostia? नहीं बनाया चलेगा ना? हाँ? तो समझ जाओगे तो होशियार बच्चों के लिए. Okay guys, look at this. अरे पंखा जाओ. अरे एवढं ब्युटिफुल दाखवतो मी तुम्हाला. तुम्ही पंख्यामध्ये लक्ष देता. अरे क्या बोलले आप? Do you see the cells? Give me yes or no.
Yes.
Which color?
Green.
Okay. And do they have a collar with flagella? See the flagella दिसता कि नहीं?
Yes.
सब बनाओगे इतना समझ में आ गया? So what do you say? Are they inside the body wall or are they lining the spongiosele? Deep inside नहीं है ना? Where are they lining? They are called choanocytes. क्या बोला collar cells. नंदिनी क्या बोलेगा उसको? या फिर choanocytes. Yes. So what are these cells called बच्चा? Choanocytes or collar cells. And where are they located? They are lining the spongiosele. Do you see they show the presence of flagella? अरे हाँ क्या ना?
Yes.
And will the flagella move?
Yes.
Will it allow to drive the water out?
Yes.
समझ लो? कौन पाण्याला वरती drive करता? Who drives it?
Flagella.
Of the choanocytes. That is the job of the choanocytes or the choanocytes. Okay. सो रहे ना बराबर से? हाँ उनका नाम बोल रहे हैं. Let's go आगे. अच्छा चलो. Do you have a skeleton inside your body?
Yes.
Which supports you?
Yes.
Who is that skeleton? And cartilage. आया ना? Here. अरे. This is काटे. These are called what? Spicules. And these fibers are called spongin fibers. So they show the presence of spicules or spongin fibers, which provide them the necessary support. So they work like the skeleton. Ayana, did you get a body of a sponge now? Ayana? What are the minute pore called? Single large vein called? पाणी कोणातून आतमध्ये आलं? बाहेर कसं गेलं? मध्ये कॅनल्स आहेत. They are part of what the? And that entire system is called as the? Loudly. Correct or no? Ayana. The spongiosele is aligned by specialized cells called? Or they are also known as the? Choanocytes. They show the presence of a flagella, which helps to drive out the water. And the skeleton is made up of kate. Who are they? Spicules. And what? Spongin fiber. बैठ गया दिमाग में सबके? Let's बढ़े आगे. Ayana. Now I'd like to add over here. कोणाला इंग्लिश वाचायला येतं? तुला येतं छोटू? वाच काय लिहिलं मी?
All systems are absent. The functions are done by independent cells.
आता कोणाला इंग्लिश समजतं तुमच्यामध्ये? उपकार सांग मला तू काय बोलला तो?
उसमें सारे सिस्टम्स एब्सेंट है और वो सारे फंक्शंस सिर्फ एक इंडिविजुअल सेल्स
एक के अलग अलग इंडिविजुअल सेल्स करेंगे अलग अलग. तेरा काम क्या है? एक्सक्रीशन. तेरा काम क्या है? रिप्रोडक्शन. तेरा काम क्या है? चुप बैठना, कुछ भी ध्यान नहीं देना. ध्यान नको देना. आगे देना. बोलना कि नहीं बोलना. फिर समझो कि नहीं? लक्ष्य देना कि नको देना? So do they have different systems बच्चे लोग? No. ठीक है? Now their digestion is intracellular. The digestion is what, bachcho?
Intracellular.
Intracellular. You understood what is intracellular? Matlab it is done inside the cells. Inside the cell there is a vacuole called food vacuole. Do I need to show you? You know? Cell hai, food vacuole hai, trap करेगा. Your digestion is intra or extra? Extra bachcho. You do the digestion in your alimentary canal and your cells get the digested food. Does your neuron have to do the digestion? No, it gets the बना glucose. नहीं समझा नहीं आपने? सिर्फ हाँ बोल दो चलो. नहीं आपको मेरा point of view नहीं समझा मेरा. हाँ concept समझ लो. What do you mean by intracellular digestion? Intracellular digestion म्हणजे हा complex food चा molecule आहे. बरोबर ना? So what the cell did is that the cell will trap it. And inside that it will show the presence of which vacuole? Food vacuole. And the food vacuole will do the digestion. Do you do that? No. You have an alimentary canal which will break down the complex one into simpler forms, and your cell will get the complex or the simpler one. So is your cell doing digestion? No. What the difference? Respiratory system is absent. They do respiration through the water canal system. Circulatory system absent. Water canal system. Excretory system absent. Water canal system. And their excretory product is ammonia. Nervous system is absent. सही है? क्या तक समझ में आया? रखना पड़ेगा दिमाग में. हाँ ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. Then what have you written? Reproduction. What is this reproduction? It can either be asexual or sexual. So what are the two types of reproduction it can show, bacha? It can either be sexual or asexual. One of the asexual methods of reproduction is by gemule formation. What's the formation called?
Gemule formation.
थोड़ा मैं इसको बताने वाला हूँ क्योंकि 12th standard में chapter 1 में है. हाँ? So while reading the NCERT you will not get it, but in 12th standard is there in chapter number 1, reproduction in living organisms. Okay. So what is the gemule formation, sir? Hey, बच्चों, have you heard of totipotent cells?
Yes.
एक कोशी की संपूर्ण क्षमता के समसूत्र कोशी विभाजन करके पूर्ण जीवाणु दे सके. बराबर कि नहीं? क्या नहीं? Such totipotent cells are there. They are called archaeocytes. क्या म्हणायचं?
Archaeocytes.
See, no? Who is this? Sponge. It has produced a poda. काय पोडा? पोडा. Cyst. काय म्हणायचं? Cyst. समजलं cyst? And inside the cyst, do you see I have drawn some cells? These are totipotent cells, which are called, what are cells called? Archaeocytes. And this whole structure is called as the gemule. The cyst is the body wall. Body wall के part के अंदर क्या trapped है बच्चों लोग? Cells. क्या नाम है उन cells का? Archaeocytes. How are the archaeocytes? Normal cells or totipotent cells?
Totipotent cells.
But every cell can form a new organism. So look at this body wall. The conditions are unfavorable. Which conditions? The body wall will break. What will be released? Archaeocytes. कितना archaeocytes है? 6 बनाना है. And everyone will form a new living organism. Right, so asexual reproduction can take place with the help of Gemule formation. Okay? And what is gemule formation? What is a gemule? Body wall with totipotent cells called archaeocytes. The body wall will, what will be released?
New individuals.
Archaeocytes. They will result in the formation of a new individual. During favorable or unfavorable conditions? Asexual reproduction is the reproduction of choice under unfavorable conditions. And sexual reproduction is the reproduction of choice during favorable conditions in the case of lower animals. समझा? जब conditions favorable है, खाना पीना ये सब nutrition available है, then they will go for what? Zygote formation and all that, because that requires more of protection and easy availability of food should be there. These archaeocytes with the body wall and all, they can survive for a longer period of time. अरे भाषा समझ रहे हैं? So sexual reproduction कब किया जाएगा? और asexual? Sexual reproduction, they are hermaphrodites. Before that, sexual reproduction is present, and that is with the help of formation of gametes. They have written sexes are not separate. Sexes are not separate. समझ लो? म्हणजे काय? कि one organism is both male as well as female. So such a organism is called hermaphrodite. अरे ये बताया था मैंने अर्थों के टाइम पे. Fertilization is internal within the walls. So we call it what? Internal. Here in this body. Development is indirect. अरे ये कभी बताया ना तुम लोगों को मैंने indirect बताया था? नहीं बताया था ना नंदिनी? बताया था? Indirect मतलब resemblance नहीं है. Larval stage है. So do we have a larval stage? Yes. आया ना? पक्का everybody? Yes 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 yes. हाँ सर्व पाठ करने लगा ना तुला. And very important thing is every child should learn the examples. Take out the NCERT which you know, and see the 3 examples. See the first one, Cypher. Alright, कितनी वेला? Next page. Yes, see at the top. Cycon. Yes, cycon. Give me yes or no.
Yes.
Cycon. That is what? Cypher. Ayana. Correct, bachcho? See the second one. That is Spongilla. Yes, Spongilla. And what is Spongilla? Fresh water sponge. See the third one, that is Euspongia. That is bath sponge. Another example would be Venus flower basket, but not given. Give like that. ठीक है? आया बात समझ में? Are all the points clear बच्चों लोग? फट 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 एक बार recap करूँ या? हाँ, you help me here. Level of organization is cellular. अर्थ समझला. Body plan. Germinal layers. Coelom. Body is mostly. Segmentation is. Habitat is aquatic. Mostly marine. Few of them are in fresh water. Body features बच्चा. Ostia, osculum. Point wise बघा. Point wise. Third point कुठे आहे? Spongious sheath cavity आहे. त्याच्यानंतर water canal system. त्याच्यानंतर choanocyte system कडे function समजलं त्याचं. त्याच्यानंतर आपण काय बोललो? स्पिक्युल्स स्केलेटन साठी बरोबर किंवा स्पॉन्जियल फायबर्स. डायजेशन कसं आहे? म्हणजे सेल ला स्वतः डायजेशन करायला लागणार. त्याच्यामध्ये कोण असणार? फूड व्हॅक्यूम. रेस्पिरेशन, सर्क्युलेशन, एक्सक्रीशन इज ऑल डन बाय वॉटर कॅनल सिस्टम बरोबर. Excretory product is ammonia. Reproduction is both asexual as well as sexual. Got it? Wait. Other, please. Thank you. Cnidaria. है ना? या फिर हम उसको क्या कहेंगे? Cnidaria. इसके पहले वाला फाइलम कौन सा था? Porifera. Now we are talking about what? Cnidaria or Cnidaria. Okay. Now, what is the level of organization? It is going to be what? Tissue level. These points we know them already. Body plan. There is going to be blind sac, germinal layers. They are going to be diploblastic. Coelom is going to be absent. Symmetry. They show which symmetry? Radial symmetry. Segmentation is absent. Okay, and they are also what bachalo? Aquatic, and they are mostly what? Found in sea water. So inside it says that mostly they are marine, and very few will be found in which waters? Fresh. Clear, everybody? In the last lecture, I have discussed all this with you. Do you remember blind sac? Single opening, entry exit के लिए वही रहता है. याद आ रही ना बातें? Now what I talk about what? Special features. They show two forms in their life cycle. Okay. Let us take an example. The example is a Cnidaria, which is called as Obelia. क्या नाम है उसका?
Obelia.
Okay. In its life cycle, it shows two forms, which are called polyp and medusae. क्या कहते हो forms को?
Polyp
and
and
medusae. Look here. Do you see the cylindrical shape form? This is called which form? Polyp form. And do you see the umbrella shape form, the jellyfish like? Ayana. This form will be called as which form? Medusa. So how many forms are there? Two. What are they?
Polyp and medusa.
Polyp and
Medusa.
And what is this opening called, Bachcho? It was called hypostome. बताया था मैंने ये लोग ये बात नहीं? It is mouth और anus जो दोनों का काम करता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Hypostome. Look at the position of the hypostome. Can I say that here the hypostome is dorsal ऊपर की तरफ? But here it is
Ventral.
right. Ayana. Now remember, the polyp will undergo asexual reproduction to form the medusa, and the medusa will undergo sexual reproduction to form the polyp. Polyp by asexual reproduction will form the medusa. Medusa by sexual reproduction will form the
Polyp.
This is called alternation of generation, or it is called metagenesis. So what is metagenesis? Polyp forming medusa asexually, medusa forming polyp sexually. It's called as what? Metagenesis. Shall I continue? Everybody? Now, let us look at more closely. What is this opening called? Loudly.
Hypostome.
Is it mouth, anus, or both?
Both.
Is it inlet, outlet, or both?
Both.
And do you see it is surrounded by tentacles? What What are these structures called?
Tentacles.
Tentacles. So on the hydra you see those tentacles, right? And this cavity is known as coelenteron or the gastrovascular cavity. What is the cavity called? Gastrovascular cavity. Gastro, khana pina, vascular, circulation के लिए cavity. So it's called as coelenteron. That is why their name was coelenterata. समझ लो सर्वण्णा. On their body, that is on their tentacles and the rest of their body also, they show specialized cells which are called cnidoblast. What are the specialized cells called?
Cnidoblast.
Aikla Sarvandi, what are specialized cells called?
Cnidoblast.
So look at this. Who is this? It's a cnidoblast. And inside the cnidoblast, there is a चुभने वाला structure. कुछ चुभेगा ऐसा. कैसा? कुछ चुभेगा ऐसा. Which is called nematocyst. क्या उसको?
Nematocyst.
Which has got toxins in it. Toxin समझता? Toxin म्हणजे poisons. Some of them are neurotoxins. They can paralyze small animals. Got it? So what do the cnidoblasts have? Stinging structure called nematocyst. And this nematocyst can be used for offense, defense. Offense समजता? मारायला. Defense म्हणजे स्वतःला वाचवायला. As well for anchorage, to hold on something. So what are they used for, बच्चों? They are used for offense, as well as they are used for defense, as well as they are used for what? Anchorage. Let's revise all the points. They show the presence of what, bachcho? Two forms in their life. What are the two forms in their life? Polyp and medusa. They show metagenesis. That is the alternation of generation. They have got a cavity which is called as the coelenteron and specialized cells called cnidoblasts, which contain nematocysts, which are for offense, defense, and anchorage. And the body is covered by tentacles. The hypostome is surrounded by tentacles. Okay. Which can be used for moving, capturing. They can show locomotion, freely swimming forms, medusization. ठीक everybody? पक्का? Let's बढ़े आगे बच्चों लोग. Their digestion, very important, special feature, is both intracellular as well as extracellular. मतलब a part of digestion will occur in this cavity and the rest of it occurs inside the cell. दोनों हो सकता है उसके. Respiration. The system is absent. They'll do through the water. I have got. So respiratory system क्या है? Absent. Circulatory system is absent. इस समय कौन help करता है? Gastrovascular cavity. इसलिए मैं क्या लिखूंगा? GVC. Once again, GVC. The system is absent. Once again, they are ammonotelic. मतलब they remove the waste in the form of ammonia. Shall I continue? For the first time in kingdom Animalia, we see the presence of primitive neurons. Primitive मतलब not well developed neurons, which are called protoneurons. क्या म्हणतात ना?
Protoneuron.
And they are connected to each other, and that is called nerve net. काय म्हणायचं? Nerve net. So nervous tissue begins with which phylum? Cnidaria or Cnidaria. They show the presence of primitive neurons called protoneurons, which are interconnected to form the nerve net. So पहिल्यांदा किंगडम एनिमेलिया मध्ये नर्वस टिश्यू कोण दाखवतं? Cnidaria. Why are they called Cnidaria? Because of the cnidoblasts. Clear, everybody? Their reproduction is both. What, bacha? Asexual as well as sexual. Okay? Asexual reproduction. You must have heard of budding. Budding in Hydra.
Yes.
Ayana. Sexes are not separate. मतलब they have both male as well as female. Fertilization, nothing is mentioned by inside. Okay. Development, it is going to be indirect. Larval stages is going to be present. Clear, everybody? Ayana. See the example. Open up the inside textbook को चलो. पहले मेरे साथ ये सेंटेंस बोलो. बोलो. Peter Pan got the ability to fly on his own in the morning. बोलो. Peter Pan. Peter. बोलो. Physalia. Open up the textbook. See. बोलो. Physalia. Its common name is बोलो. Portuguese man of war. क्योंकि उसके पॉइजन को पोर्तुगीज सेलर्स यूज करते हैं. बोलो. Pan. Panatula. जोर से बोलो. Panatula. बोलो. Panatula. Sea pen. Gorgonia. Sea fan. Adamsia. Sea animal. Adamsia. Sea animal. O. बोलो. Obelia. H for Hydra. M for बोलो. Meandrina. That is what is rain coral. Give the textbook. काय शोधते हैं? लंदला. श्रुति. श्लोनी के आगे कौन बैठी है? हाँ? अनुष्का. ठीक. हाँ. Take one more A. एबिलिटी के लिए एक और A ले लो. Aurelia. क्या है ये? Aurelia. That is jellyfish. कौन है? Jellyfish. तो क्या याद रखेंगे सबसे पहले? Peter Pan got the ability. P for Panatula. G for Gorgon. A for Adams.